Hi, my name is Jim DeMeo and this is A Course in Miracles. Today we are reading the next question in the workbook. What is the last judgment? Being an old Catholic boy, this one was very, very much on my mind when I first came to the Course in Miracles some years ago. Christ's second coming gives the Son of God this gift, to hear the voice for God proclaim that what is false, and what is true has never changed. And this, the judgment, is in which perception ends. At first you see a world that has accepted this as true, projected from a now corrected mind. And with this holy sight, perception gives a silent blessing and then disappears. Its goal accomplished and its mission done. The final judgment on the world contains no condemnation, for it sees the world as totally forgiven, without sin and wholly purposeless, without a cause, and now without a function in Christ's sight. It merely slips away into nothingness. There it was born, and there it ends as well. And all the figures in the dream in which the world began go with it. Bodies are now useless, and therefore fade away, because the Son of God is limitless. You who believed that God's last judgment would condemn the world to hell along with you, accept this holy truth. God's judgment is the gift of the correction He bestowed on all your errors, freeing you from them and all effects they ever seemed to have. Close the door for a moment. I think that would be better. Much better. So let's pick it up on the paragraph that I found most interesting. You who believe that God's last judgment would condemn the world to hell along with you. Certainly I felt this way when I was 8 years old. Accept this holy truth. God's judgment is the gift of the correction He bestowed on all your errors, freeing you from them and all effects they ever seemed to have. To fear God's saving grace is but to fear complete release from suffering, return to peace, security, and happiness, and union with your own identity. God's final judgment is as merciful as every step in His appointed plan to bless His Son and call Him to return to the eternal peace He shares with Him. Be not afraid of love, for it alone can heal all sorrow, wipe away all tears, and gently waken from his dream of pain. The Son of God acknowledge. The Son whom God acknowledges as His. Be not afraid of this. Salvation asks you, give it welcome, and the world awaits your glad acceptance, which will set it free. And then finally, in his last paragraph, this is God's final judgment. You are still my holy Son, forever innocent, forever loving, and forever loved, as limitless as your Creator, and completely changeless and forever pure. Therefore, awaken and return to me. I am your Father, and you are my Son. So it's true that I really have completely abandoned the punishing God. Instead, I've grown within myself to accept a loving God, and therefore be able to see myself as loving. They go hand in hand. Punishing God, punishing self, loving God, loving self. Punishing others, loving others. Loving God not only seems to be more rational, but also far more functional. Letting go of the dysfunctional God that for whatever reasons I learned growing up, and accepting the functional God, the loving God. That's my choice. I hope it is yours too. If not, continue on the journey. We won't abandon you.